Strategic Planning platform is to provide the proper tools for district leaders to enable them to build a successful strategic plan using project management practices. From developing all the details of planning a specific district strategy to the actual execution and implementation of all the elements contained within it, the CESO Strategic Planning platform strives to solve the most difficult challenges associated with strategic planning in K-12. For example, the CESO Strategic Planning approaches the process of strategic planning from the project management perspective. Strategic plans are conceptualized as a series of interrelated projects that all require careful planning, implementation, and execution. Project management principles are crucial to developing a structured approach. This structure is important in strategic planning as it helps in defining clear deliverables, timelines, and milestones, and ensuring that strategic goals are met systematically. Looking at the diagram, the strategic plan is the general overview of what our goal is to be accomplished, the destination on our map to success. What is the long-term vision? What mission are we setting out on? How have we both succeeded and failed toward this goal in the past? All other plan elements are working in conjunction to achieve this goal. The timeline for a strategic plan could be multi-years, sometimes up to 5 years, but there must be a strong element of continuous progress monitoring. Nested under the strategic plan are the plan elements. In order to explain the hierarchical nature of the strategic plan, the strategic planning software uses the terms in descending order: pillar, initiative, objective, strategy, and activity task, as seen in the graphic. While many school districts may use different terminology or nomenclature to describe the levels of their plan, the overall concept remains consistent regardless of the terms employed. The first plan element directly below the strategic plan is a pillar. A pillar is a major category, overarching plan of work. As such, a plan should have at most only a few pillars. A plan with too many pillars can become unfocused and efforts diluted across the organization. Nested below each pillar in the hierarchy is an initiative. Initiatives are a bold, more specific area of work related to the parent pillar. The timeline for an initiative is usually many months, as these require time for observable achievement. Initiatives may also be known as strategic direction, strategic choice, or a planned commitment. An example would be improve kindergarten literacy. Breaking down further from each initiative in the hierarchy is an objective. Objectives are sub-areas of work related to the parent initiative that are critically important to the achievement of that initiative. Each initiative almost certainly will have multiple objectives. These items are measurable and amenable to SMART goals, design. The timeline for an objective is also many months in order to progress to adequately be monitored. Objectives may also be known as goals, targets, or aspirations. Objectives and their targets should be flexible to adjust at any point in time when it becomes clear that progress is not being made. Underneath each objective is a strategy. Strategies are clearly defined and integrated actions that are essential for the achievement of the parent objective. Each objective could have multiple strategies depending on the nature of the objective. Effective strategies should contain simple language and be clear as to how they can be implemented into daily decision making. It is also pertinent to include perspectives from all team members in designing these strategies. Some general types of strategies include implementing new processes, changing focus, abandoning existing activities, expanding existing programs, resource allocation, and specified training. The final and most explicit piece of a strategic plan falls under strategy and is called an activity or task. These are steps or micro actions that are required of team members in order to effectively implement the parent strategy. Each strategy will have multiple or many activities and tasks. A timeline for an activity task could be very short, from a few days, from completing a momentary task, or just a few weeks. It is essential to understand this hierarchy when working in the CESO Strategic Planning platform. We also notice that the application has the ability to provide measurements for objectives and strategies, and this helps guide the continuous progress monitoring process. Each objective can also be supported by a deep ecological assessment to understand the underlying nature and causes for the objective, which helps in designing effective strategies.